So it looks like we're going to have another impromptu and entirely unplanned car test. And it's another Rover 75 Tourer. So, what can we say about this one? Well, it's a facelift model. Well, the mighty diesel has roared into life.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my goodness, this is impressive, isn't it?
It's got a camera.
Good afternoon, viewers. And
It's very clear as well.
it is very clear. Oh, that's a very impressive thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a nice sounding close.
Nice and sturdy sound. So it sounds like this door's never been off. Well, it should be anyway.
Well, let's have a look around. We can see that it's a reasonably high spec model. We're sitting on leather seats. Now here's an interesting thing, viewers. Let's take a look at the rear view mirror. Now, you'll see here that it has some bulbous doings to the rear of the mirror. Now what that tells us two things. It tells us that it's a polychromatic auto dimming rear mirror, and it tells us that it is a rain sensing windscreen. Oh, it's got cruise control, this one. It's a very well spec'd car. Oh, tram! Everybody look at the tram. There it is, look.
There we go, a little boy and his toys.
Oh, and we've gone under a bridge with the tram going over. That means we can all make a wish and it will definitely come true.
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, is the man there with the...
Yep, the stand around outside the shop man. Yep, he's always
It
there.
is, yeah. This road belongs in a third world country.
Go on, Audi lady with a ponytail. There's a fire over there. So, what do we think of all this aftermarket gear on here?
Well, it's very impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very impressive, and yeah, I mean a significant improvement on the standard OEM fitment.
Yes, it is.
Seeing as I can't really do carbs. And that's what's spaghetti your carb.
Yes, that's true actually, yeah. That's a very good point.
Oh, look, they've given me a piece of lemon.
Oh, ow!
What?
Pardon you?
The spiky thing,
Oh yeah, the spiky thing.
the spiky thing of doom.
That's my bread, that's my curry. That's my hot sauce. We've got 3 forks in there for some reason, and some very oily spoons. What we didn't get was anything to do some wipage with.
Yeah, and the reason for that is because that drunk guy took all of them, and there were none left.
Ah, right. Was he actually drunk?
Well, he was either drunk or on something, wasn't he? Yeah, you go ahead, don't wait for us.
Yummy! So, welcome to Boaty's lunch video, where
Thank you.
Boaty and I and Liz
And me.
92 will be enjoying a lovely takeaway. That's not as good as it is on the plates, is it?
No.
No, because the chips sweat. So,
I don't mind a sweaty chip.
do you know?
I find it adds to the experience.
I'm taking my coat off, that's the experience. Nice
No.
Kabida.
It's
That's-
gorgeous. I've never had it before. For what we are about to receive, may the FSM make us truly grateful.
Ramen.
Give us
Oh,
time
sorry.
to work on our cars. Thank you. Ramen.
Ramen.
Thank you, meaty lord.
Right. I've deployed The hot sauce of destruction. Oh,
The hot sauce is good.
one of my videos has just gone YouTube viral and picked up like 2,000 views in space for half an hour. And it's really exciting and addictive, and I can't stop looking. Now, the last time I refreshed it was just before we got out the car, and at that point it had 2,409. Are you on the wonk? Why are you always on the wonk, you people? Keep telling you. Run me through your thinking when you opted for minced meat with nasty overcooked peas.
Well, how are they overcooked? That's the thing.
They look overcooked.
No, they're alright, good. Keema's nice. Isn't it, Liz?
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed from your food vids is the absolute lack of peas.
Of course, peas are wrong.
Are they? Oh,
What do you mean, wrong?
why?
What is wrong?
They're immoral.
Well, they're just little round things. What's the matter with them?
Yeah, you don't trust them.
I don't trust them.
You don't, why do you need to?
They're deceitful. They pretend to be food when they're obviously not. And I find that offensive. Did you just say mandatory?
Yeah.
I had no idea you were American.
Right, how would you pronounce it?
Mandatory.
Okay.
I missed that. Mandatory. Very disappointing.
It is disappointing, isn't it?
It just sounds like a completely different word.
Yeah, from a woman with 92 degrees.
I stand corrected. However, I'm all very much into inclusivity. So if it keeps our American friends happy, I will temporarily adopt that Americanism.
There are no
Now
American friends here.
But now I stand
Correct.
corrected, I will try and remember to say it correctly. This is what happens when you read words and you're never quite sure how to say them.
Okay then, here's another one you won't like. What's the fastest vegetable in the allotment?
Runner beans.
No.
That's the correct answer though, probably.
No, the correct answer is an E-type carrot.
Tasty, but I must have got lucky this time with it only being very mild.
I'm trying to eat it a bit more slowly because what normally happens is that this chap starts asking all sorts of daft questions. Maybe to slow down his eating process so that he's still got some food when all mine's gone, and then he can.
What we should do is find out more about Liz, both to enhance and expand our relationship, but also to introduce her properly to the viewers. So, let's take it in turns to ask her questions.
Right, should be nice questions or awkward questions.
Well, it's up to you.
But are questions with awkward answers.
I reserve the right to say pass, so you can move on to the next one.
Okay,
Okay.
That's acceptable.
I'll go first. What was wrong with the interview that Boaty did with you before we was next in the van?
Because there was a cock on the van.
So, now we know.
Are you
Cock
not?
a van.
Yeah, are you not a fan of French food?
No.
That means it's my question.
No, you've just had your question.
Yeah, but you just asked a question.
Oh, okay, go on then.
How many cars have you got, Liz?
7.
Good. Boaty's turn.
What would be one of your proudest achievements?
Actually been able to buy the V8
Supercharged.
and monogram, so yeah, being able to actually have my dream car, yeah, definitely.
Was that your dream car?
It was, yeah. Because when the monogram flip paints came out, I was was like bowled over by them because I like things that change. As in, you have one glance, it's blue, and you glance again, and something goes green or purple.
It's your turn if you like this.
Who was Slarty Bart Fast?
Oh. Wasn't he, that this might just show how little I do know this, but wasn't he a friend of Arthur Dent?
No.
Right.
Slightly Bart Fast was a chap from Magarathea, and he was one of the designers in the planet making industry. And he got an award for creating Africa because of the lovely crinkly edges. Oh no, Norway, sorry, Norway. I apologise. Lovely fields.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, should I do a couple of questions?
Go on then.
Who wrote The Love of Three Oranges?
I wanted to say John Cleese, but I know it's wrong.
The man from Del Monte.
No, I'll give you a clue. He was a Russian composer, and his initials are S.P.
Rimsky-Korsakov.
S.P.
Prokofiev.
Yes.
Prokofiev.
Yeah.
Wow.
That means it's your turn.
Oh no. How many horsepower have I got combined in my cars?
Gosh, that is a rather interesting one. Do you actually know that? Have you already figured it out?
I'd have to get the calculator out and work it all out. I used to know.
You got two V8s, haven't you? You got
Supercharged V8,
Yeah.
400, two 190s.
right. So that's nearly 800 there.
Got Dougal at 170 from you. I've got,
You got over 1,000 horsepower.
what else have we got on there? Try and work it out. After that, Vimto, which that's the
That's your
2.5
specialist subject.
ZS Vimto, yeah. So he, I think he's packing in about 180. 135 for the diesel. 135 for the diesel.
So I like blowing up balloons. Or letting go of them at least.
So both diesels combined about 270.
You normally sound like you're letting go of a balloon.
So yeah, that's quite a lot.
That's the answer. Quite a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nearly three figures. Or it might be, I'll work it out in a minute. Because I can't, I'm rubbish at numbers in my head.
What was Polly's surname in Faulty Towers?
Oh, Sherman.
Well done. That is very rare for somebody to get that.
Is it?
It's only mentioned once in the whole 2 series.
I think actually I really liked Faulty Towers though.
Oh, right. Faulty Towers.
You
questions
impressed,
then.
you impressed you wasn't expecting me to get that
I
one.
wasn't.
Go on then, you be the Faulty Towers master.
Okay.
Did you like Faulty Towers once? Ah, right, okay. So there's some competition here then.
Let's think. Oh.
What was Manuel's rat called?
Oh, did it have a name?
Yes. Am I allowed to buzz in?
Yeah, feel
Bzzz. We have to say that I can give the answer.
Oh, you go ahead and give the answer.
Basil.
Oh, yes.
Wasn't it?
The episode was called Basil the Rat.
Yeah, it was. And there's me just saying I really liked Faulty Towers and I could probably answer a few questions and I didn't even get that one. And I should have done.
Right, which phrase on the sign outside the hotel
Bzzz.
did you find the funniest?
Bzzz. Bzzz.
Go on.
Flowery twats.
Is that correct?
That, yeah. And also, they had warty towels.
Yeah, what's the
What
other...
other ones did they have?
What the owls... Something owls. I think flowery twats was probably the best known one now.
You wouldn't
Yeah,
get away.
looking back on
Watery
that
owls.
now, you think, how the hell
Yeah,
did
you
they
wouldn't get away with it
that?
now. Okay, what was the name of the hotel that Faulty Towers was based on? Mustard.
Glen Eagles.
Correct.
Is that what we're doing now? Buzzing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, there's three of us, so yeah, you have to buzz to give it to be first.
Right, does that mean if you answer the question, you can then ask the next question?
Yeah.
What was the name of the dodgy builder?
Mr. O'Reilly.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. What was the name of the non-dodgy builder?
Oh. I want to press buzz, but I can't remember the name. But I do remember it somewhere out there. It's going to come out. It's going to come out. It's going to come out. I can't remember.
Liz?
Don't know.
Mr. Stubbs.
That's it. Of course it
I
is.
wouldn't have got that.
Okay.
Point to Boaty.
What was the name of the chef in Series 1?
It's annoying. I can see his face, but I can't put a name to
The
it.
Cockney chef.
Ask him. Ask him what his name is.
That mind imagery doesn't work for me, unfortunately.
I'm going to pass on that. I can't remember.
Nobody?
Peter, guess.
No, Terry.
Terry.
Oh
Yes.
God, yeah.
That's the brilliant thing, isn't it? When you know the answer, you're given the answer. It's like it all comes back. Yes. Yes. Another poke to Boaty.
Okay then. Right. I've got a good one if I can think of the correct terms in which to ask it. Okay. In episode 1,
Finished.
in episode 1, series 1, Sir Richard and who depart because they're outraged by all of the doings with Lord Melbury. What car do they drive away in?
Lady Morris. Is that what it was?
Sir Richard and his wife.
Lady
Episode
Morris.
1, series 1. They're the posh couple that are booked in.
It's a Rover P6.
Correct. Very good.
Impressive.
Oh, it's my turn then, isn't it?
Yeah.
What was Sybil Faulty's car?
Mini. Or was that Basil's?
You didn't buzz.
Oh,
You've got to buzz.
Buzz. Mini.
Incorrect.
Bzzz.
Boaty.
Austin 1100 or 1300.
Incorrect. It was an Austin Maxi 1750.
Okay, take your word for it.
You don't remember that one?
That's in the anniversary episode, isn't it? When she went off golfing.
Yeah, that's right. So is it my turn again?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, actually, I've got one that I'll just interject as we're on to that.
Go on.
The actress who played Sybil, Prunella Scales,
Mm.
who is she married to?
Basil Faulty.
You didn't buzz.
Bzzzt. Basil
Mustard.
Faulty.
You have to wait until I...
Bzzzt.
Mustard.
Basil Faulty.
No, that's a point off for you. Liz, do you want to buzz in for a bonus point?
It's one of the chefs, wasn't it?
One of them. Do you want to narrow it down?
No, not particularly.
Okay. Right, no points then. Timothy West.
So, she was actually married to Beyond Faulty Towers.
No, she was married to Timothy West. I don't know who Beyond Faulty Towers is.
How long have you had chickens or whatever running around? I've never heard them
Have you not?
shouting away before, no?
That's a cockerel.
Yeah, there's a couple of cockerels. Never seen them,
I was just
but they've been there for months.
I was sticking to safe ground after,
That-
after the van.
Right, so my question is going to be, who was the man who made his own sausages in the kitchen? Cooked his own sausages.
I've written a really good quiz question on that. Oh, hang on. Bzzz.
Boaty.
Well, it was, of course, the lovely Doctor, played by Geoffrey Palmer, who became arguably better known for playing Ben, the husband, in the sitcom Butterflies.
Yes.
But there's an interesting connection. KKC, you'll possibly know this. There's an interesting connection to the place where I was brought up, Redditch, because obviously that scene is from an episode called The Kipper and the Corpse, and the chap who played the corpse was an actor who came from Redditch. Did you know that, KKC?
Just say yes.
You don't have to. Just because Mustard tells you to do it.
I didn't tell you to do it.
He's not your daddy. You don't have to do what he tells you to do. In fact, given the fact that the man is, in local parts, a well-known pervert, I would suggest that you don't automatically do what he suggests. Lunch video, back on track.
It's a proper spoiler, that is, for you, please. Make sure you do your live stream first, otherwise no one will know what you're on about.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so it's your turn to ask a Faulty Towers question then, isn't it?
Oh, Faulty Towers.
Yours was an answer with a story as well.
Okay.
To which you get fewer points because we got off track.
Let me think. All right. In the episode Gourmet Night, what was the name of the continental chef who fell in love with Manuel? First name only will do. On the buzzers. Feel free to buzz in if you know. We should be doing this as a live stream.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, actually. You should do it, because it's your idea.
Can you not give us a clue?
Yeah.
What's
you know the continental chef?
The one that gets drunk?
Yeah. Well, it's his first name.
Well, Boaty, that was just so helpful.
That was a good clue. Yeah.
Okay. The name, if the name was spelt differently, if it had a different first letter, his name would become a word meaning brief to the possible point of being impolite.
Rudy.
What?
Rudy?
Yeah.
No. What would you change the first letter to make that?
Well, I've just picked up on the impolite bit. That's being rude. Hence Rudy.
I did say first letter.
I know he did, but I'm dyslexic.
That's not actually helped as a clue. In fact, if anything, it's kind of made my mind wander off into something else.
Okay. It might help you if you considered the start of me leaning my head.
Leaning your head?
Yeah, resting my head. The beginning of me resting my head.
Do you like crosswords?
Yeah.
Right. Can tell. That's not helped at all. I don't know. I'm going to say I can't remember.
Okay, so if I were to be resting my head right at this moment,
Yep.
then think about the start of where my head is resting.
On the pillow. Oh, right. Curtain.
Think about the start.
Kurt.
Kurt?
But I'm still waiting for anybody to buzz in with the correct answer.
It was Kurt something. Curtis something.
Anybody want to buzz in with the correct answer? Anybody? Mustard.
Curtis.
No.
Kurt.
Fingers on the buzzer.
Kurt.
You have to wait for me to... Mustard.
Kurt.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, now.
Liz got
I
that.
want to claim half a point for that.
Well,
Yeah.
you should have buzzed. You can't go claiming points if you couldn't be asked to buzz.
Do you know what's weird though? Is that's not knowing the answer to that question now hasn't really helped a great deal because I don't remember him being called Kurt, but I do actually. But it's not one of those where you give the answer and they think, "Oh yeah, of course." It's like, "Oh yeah," which is a bit more disappointing.
Oh,
It's the news.
newsflash. Right, well, looks like that's it. So, thank you for watching.
That's 54 minutes long.
Oh, excellent.
No one's watching now.
It doesn't matter how long it is, the same number of people don't watch it. You didn't do your magnificent introduction, did you?
Which was that?
The one that you did last week that I didn't press the button for and everybody missed.
I didn't do it.
You did?
I did.
Yeah.
Right.
Excuse me.
So what's the problem?
Well, I didn't record it.
Right. But I didn't do it.
You genuinely don't remember what happened. Join us the next time that Mustard and Boaty, possibly with a guest, do lunch.